In the previous video, we saw performing backups and restores using the VDP appliance. And if we want to back up an entire virtual machine and we want to restore an entire virtual machine, that's how we would do it. However, if we have a need for a particular virtual machine to do a file level restore, what we'll do is access that virtual machine running the VMware Tools service, and then we're going to connect into the VDP appliance. So I've already accessed this URL before, so you can see that I've got the URL of my VDP appliance on port 8543 using the folder name FLR for file level restore. I'm going to go ahead and say OK for connecting. Once we get to this login, rather than providing credentials to the VDP appliance, what we need to do is provide credentials to the VDP appliance for the local virtual machine. So in this case, we're actually going to provide the administrator details of this virtual machine. We're already assumed to be logged into vCenter, or that we can log into vCenter using our credentials. Now it's going to show us the backups that we've done of this virtual machine previously. I'll just go ahead and pick one and then mount it. And you could actually mount more than one here if we wanted to compare. If we had to go looking for a file, for example, we might need to do that. Okay, so now that we have our backup mounted, I'm just going to go ahead and close this window. And inside the restore client, we can see the list of mounted backups. If I just keep expanding it, I'm going to get down into the file system for that virtual machine. We can see that I have some utilities that I was using for testing in the virtual machines. And if I want to restore one of them, I can go and click on them pretty easily. And then you'll notice we have the option to restore selected files down in the bottom corner. So I'm just going to click on that and then provide a path. In this case, I'm going to put them on C, right in the original directory that they were in. And it says, if this is a long restore, it's going to take a long time. Well, that's no surprise. And it's trying to initiate that restore now. So if we go over to monitor restores, we can see that process happening. So it completed. And if I go back to my virtual machine, we should see that the files are available and have been restored. So that gives us an idea of how to perform a file level restore. Should be reasonably simple, should work fairly well, but it's rather limited in what it does do.